Hey guys, so today I'm filming the second part of my rice and beans proportion. So as you saw, I finished my cauliflower rice and I make 2 servings. So what I'm going to do is show you how I make my rice and beans. So here is my beans. I have a can of black beans that I've rinsed and I've put in here, and this is tofu. It's half a brick of tofu. Sometimes I'll cut it in the middle, and then if I have the silken tofu, I'll smush it up so it kind of gets all together. And I'm just going to pour that right in here. Good. And then I'll put in my salsa. And I have the burner on like medium-high to start off with, just to cook off a little bit of the water. And I use a half a container of the Emerald Valley medium salsa. They have mild, medium, and hot. I like to add jalapenos when I eat it, so I just do medium. And it's not super spicy, and I know I'm a big spice person, so if you're concerned about spice, I'd start off with a mild and see how that treats you. I like to smush up my tofu so that it's small crumblies. And that means that the tofu will take the flavor of the salsa a little bit more. So I'm just going to smush that together. And then I'm just going to mix it. And I'm not sure how well you can see this, but there is still a little bit of juice left in here. But it's cooked down significantly since I started. So once I mix it all together, it kind of becomes like a refried bean concoction, and it's going to look like this. It's kind of mixed together, and you can see that there's not a lot of juice left that's easily run downable, but it is still creamy, so I'm going to turn it down to low. And then I will let this sit and simmer until, so there's little bubbles. I don't know if you can see that. Let me bring you closer. So right here, you can see the bubbles. So once those bubbles are done, then I know that it's done. And if you overcook it, that's fine. You can just add a little bit of water in, and then you can microwave it so I'll put it on top of the rice, and then I'll microwave it till later on. So I'm just gonna let it simmer and finish continuing my meal prep in the background. Now you're gonna see a nice picture of it. See, now it's nice and boily. So it doesn't look like you have that much left, but once it's warmed up, it continues to go. So this is the last thing I make because it takes a while for it to get to where it needs to. So I actually just clean up the kitchen while I'm doing this. And I've done it enough that I can figure out when it's done by smell. If you're doing it for the first time, I would recommend maybe just checking on it every few seconds. I honestly don't know how long it takes, so this video will tell me. And then you can just keep checking on it to make sure it's the right consistency that you want. But like I said, if you overdo it, don't worry, you can just add water. I actually like to add the jalapeno juice in our jalapeno jar to it, and that makes it a little bit spicier. So. And a pro tip, when I get my tofu, oftentimes I have a half a brick left, and I'll just use the leftover container and I'll put water in it and then put my leftover tofu in it. So I can store it that way, and then I can just recycle this. So I'm not using, I'm still using containers, but it's less now. Okay, another pro tip is this. Drop door. Come here, puppy. Coconut oil is great for dogs' skin and helps them with dandruff. So we have pointers, and they tend to have a lot of allergy issues, so I like to give him the coconut oil spoon. You can also use it on noses and paws. So we use coconut oil on his paws in the wintertime so that he has less cracks in his feet because he gets so dry, and then he steps on the ice and it slips them open, so it's really helpful. And he's happy, of course, because I gave him a treat. Usually all the animals are in here waiting for something, but it's the end of my meal prepping, and good. This is pretty much much done. So it took 7 minutes from start to finish. You can see I still have a little bit of bubbles in here, and it's still a little moist, but what I found is that when I was drying it out too much, that the whole thing was too dry because I pretty much take all the moisture out of the coconut, or out of the cauliflower rice. So then I'm just gonna put it on top. Sorry, you can't see this. And I just put it in half and do that. So let's see if I can move this. This is my finished product. Other things you can add if you wanted to, instead of instead of tofu, you can just do like a Mexican sausage if you want to do meat. If you don't want to do tofu because of the soy, you can just do beans. Just double up on your beans. The other things you can add are cashew cheese, like there's pepper jack cashew cheese, so you can add to that, or cheddar cashew cheese, or any almond cheese, or just regular cheese. Or you could add salsa on top and do some cheese, just regular cheese, Mexican cheese, or you can add tomatoes. So my favorite thing is to put it on a bed of greens and put some tomatoes on it, and then I just enjoy it. And this goes into the refrigerator, and I will just I will heat it back up during the week. So my meals for the week are already made, and I don't have to make any dinners because they're already made. So I already made a salad earlier that has 4 servings in it. So one for me, one for my partner for one day, and then the other day. So this is how I get through the week without having to go to fast food or feeling like I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner because it's already pre-planned. And I pretty much make this every week, the same thing. And then I just switch through my salads, and now we're getting into crock pot season, so I'll probably do a few more stews, and then in the winter I mainly exclusively use my crock pot. So so that's your food prep tips for today. So this is how to make the top of my rice and beans, step 2. All right, I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions, you can comment below, or you can go to acommunitywellnessclinic.com to sign up for a free consultation. Have a great day.